That might help. There we go. Whoops. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to... Okay, there we go. Baldur's Gate 3. So, as you could probably tell, there have been some improvements to the party as of late. And a lot of damage has been taken between now and the previous stream. Speaking of which, I apologize for the immensely annoying interruption that we had yesterday. Yesterday as of streaming this. But thankfully, now everybody has leveled up. And I believe we are all now level 6. So let's go ahead and take care of that, why don't we? And then we will take a long rest. Alright. Mark for destruction. Be your target with psionic mark. Enhances your combat focus spells that won't persist. You gain advantage on attack rolls against the affected entity. Each strike deals additional force damage to the spell. Casting ability modifier, ensuring each strike is executed with devastating precision and force. Very helpful, actually. Ooh, yay! I can now go. You have flying speed of 90 feet. Hooray! I can now go 90 feet with my fly. I can now fly 90 feet, which is wonderful. Increase your armor class by 2 for 3 turns. Force burst, expel a burst of psionic energy, creating a powerful force explosion around you. Doing 3d6 damage. 6-meter radius. Okay. Strike your target with a powerful blow that deals weapon damage, 1d6 force. With a wound that causes them to take extra force damage each turn unless they succeed on an intelligence saving throw. Ooh, helpful. I'm thinking marked for destruction in this particular case. Heightened mental acuity enhances your physical agility, increasing your movement speed, which we are going to go ahead and take. Don't think we want to be replacing anything as of yet. No. Feet. Savage attacker. Dexterity needs to be higher than 13. Okay, that's what that is. You know what? Let's go ahead and take dual wielder. I know I have a great sword right now, but that just means that I can go buy a couple of long swords here in a second. Animal aspect. Aspect of the bear. Double your carrying capacity. Resistance to falling damage. During camp supplies, blinds targets. Good to know. Movement speed increases while standing on water-based surfaces. See in the dark up to 40 feet. Gain advantage on perception checks. Aspect of the elk, giving yourself and nearby allies extra movement. That's super helpful. Poisoned, frightened, or charmed. At the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance to begin raging without expending a rage charge. Also super helpful. Dashing grants you temporary hit points, equal to twice your barbarian level. Cool. Aspect of the tiger. Add additional strength modifier to attack rolls against bleeding poison targets, and gain proficiency in survival. Proficiency in stealth, and can use aspect of the dexterity modifier. Okay, yep. Aspect of the wolverine. And attack a bleeding or poison target. You can also name it for 1 turn. I'm thinking elk. Because this is just a straight up movement speed increase for everybody around. And feet. Do you have Great Weapon Master? You do not. Let's get you Great Weapon Master. Can't believe I haven't gotten a Great Weapon Master yet. Good lord. Level 6. Create food and water. Death, water, rock. Speak with dead. And thinking spirit shroud? Let's get rid of that and get Spirit Shroud. Curse, Quiver Warding, Spirit Guardians. Okay, yeah, it's when you attack. Okay. An enemy. Spirit Guardians might actually be better for her. 1 second, everybody. Okay, sorry about that. One of my sisters needed needed something. Let's take Bane. Alright. Let's give you durable, because why not? Rogue. Alright, Astarion, you don't get anything new, I don't think. Nope. Cool. Feet. Mobile. Of course I'm going to give you a mobile. A rogue with the mobile feat is practically mandatory. Alright. Level 3 spell slot. You get an extra level 3 spell slot. Your cantrips become harder to invade entirely when your creature succeeds at saving throw against one of your cantrips. It still takes half the cantrip damage, but suffers no additional effects. Okay, yep, that sounds fair, actually. Alright. What's a level 3 spell that I can probably want? Ooh, Grant Flight's a good idea. Gaseous Form, Haste, Hypnotic Pattern, Lightning Bolt. Protection from energy, remove curse, storm, slow, stinking cloud, vampiric touch, Intellect Fortress, that's okay. thinking lightning bolt? Yeah, let's take lightning bolt and slow. Slow seems like a good idea. Ritual caster. Charger. Elemental adept, maybe? Lots of fire and force spells seems to be a lot of what he seems to be doing right now. Let's go with fire for him. Level 6 fighter. I'm gonna give you durable. I do not recognize those gauntlets, but whatever. Fear, Rant Flight, Gaseous Form. While transformed, target won't be able to attack, cast spells, or talk. Okay, yeah, no, that's not helpful enough. So, I'm thinking Grant Flight, maybe? Shuttle on stride, antagonize. Psionic Blast might do it. "30 feet dex save? We'll take Psionic Blast, because why not? Anything I want to replace? Shatter, Hex. Ah, really, actually. Alright then, cool. Alright. Mobile feat seems like a good idea for you. You do seem to be my... You do seem to be my... sniper. Alright then, cool. Alright, and now we're going to take a long rest. I was going to do this,
Come over here, boy.
I was going to do this while we weren't on camera, but then I saw this conversation. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that now.
Always a pleasure.
Instead.
There you are, my friend.
Were you attacked?
Oh, that. A scratch. I ran afoul of a bear. He took a little of my blood. I took all of his.
Oh. Sounds like a dangerous meal.
So's any meal worth having. It's nothing compared to, well, other things I could be dining on, but significantly better than the rats and bugs Cazador served me.
Uh, rats? What, pray tell, did you do to deserve that?
I existed. That was enough for him. He reveled in having power over me. Because those with power can do whatever the hell they want.
I mean... You're free now, isn't that what matters?
Is it? What good is freedom if I'm always watching the shadows? No. I'll be safe when I'm powerful enough to grind Cazador into the dust. Powerful enough to do whatever the hell I want.
Uh-huh. Well, that might be, you know, an interesting idea, but personally, I've always lived by the idea that the strong have a duty to protect the weak. Even if that isn't necessarily what always happens.
They're doing a piss-poor job then. The strong had 2 centuries to pluck me from torture. But no one came. No. It was the mind flayers that rescued me. They gave me a gift. The strength to take my own freedom. I'm embracing this power. You should too.
We'll see.
Hope you're keeping well, friend. Master. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. I'll never forget him. But I'm glad to have met you.
Pet a good boy.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Uh-huh. About that, what, pray tell, do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
Uh-huh. And, they're parasites. Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
I have a mind flare parasite in my head.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
Yeah, I wish that disbelief could alter this.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flare? Ridiculous. Isn't it?
Care to find out for yourself?
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
So, I'd like to get rid of this thing. You know, just saying.
If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Ah, yes. Bard stuff. Okay. Oh boy, here we go again.
I promised I'd be back. Don't worry. I have things under control. For now.
Didn't take you very
You
long,
haven't
now,
been
did
using
you?
the parasite's power. You think you don't need it. But things haven't gone as you expected. You hoped a druid as powerful as Halsin might be able to remove your tadpole. But he couldn't. You're desperate to be rid of it. Understandable. But you're looking for solutions in the wrong places.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Considering how much information you seem to have, you clearly seem to have an idea of what I should be doing. But are you perhaps aware of the fact that these tadpoles have been modified with magic? You know, seems like a particularly weird thing for you to leave out, just saying.
Yes. Halsin is correct. Your parasite is unusual. It is wrapped in magic that prevents its removal. Until the source of the tadpole's magic is destroyed, any attempt to remove it will kill you. You are lucky that Halsin knew this. His instincts are right. The parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun.
Oh. A greater sickness, I wonder. What, pray tell, would that be?
The absolute aims are not yet clear to me, but its progress towards domination is clear. These parasites are more than illithid spawn. They are vessels for control. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god. That is how the cult of the Absolute is spreading. The highest of their rank, the True Souls, carry a tadpole just like yours. It is how they receive their orders. It is what makes them obey. When the order to transform is given, it will not be a matter of days. They will be mind flayers in an instant. Were it not for my protection, so would you.
Alright then. I'll bite. Let's assume for the sake of argument that I believe you. How is it that you are protecting me?
I have powers of my own. Unique powers. But know that we are alike. Just like you, I was infected with a mind flayer parasite. Just like you, I seek to be free of it. I've been trying to escape from this evil for a long time. Once, I almost succeeded. Now, through you, I've been given a new chance. You can go where I cannot, and I can protect you from that evil. If we work together, we may turn this around. Hells, they need me. I have to go.
Alright then. What's going on over there?
The power I used to protect you, I stole it from someone. They want it back. I will hold them off for as long as I can, but sooner or later I will be worn down. You must discover the source of the magic that controls the parasites before that happens. The cultists are gathering at Moonrise Towers. Use the powers your parasite gives you to convince them you are one of them. And when you find the source of their magic, destroy it. Go. Our freedom depends on it.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again. She told me our purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
That is a theory, one that I am, quite frankly, rather skeptical of. Besides, this dream visitor seems to have a very hilarious idea. Seems to have some very interesting ideas when it comes to negotiation. I mean, after all, our freedom, weirdly, yeah.
I suppose you're right. We still see only a part of the picture, however much our visitor claims to show the full vista of options at our disposal. I can't deny my curiosity, but, as you say, no harm in delaying it, for now at least.
You know, I've been giving this some thought. That mighty lord you told me about in your story, I assume that would be Karsus.
The very same. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
I seem to remember a similar story involving another individual who quite frankly murdered Mistra not too long ago during the Second Sundering. Praise be that she happens to be capable of being reborn multiple times.
Quite so. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Perfection is rather overrated, if it makes you feel any better. It probably doesn't, but nevertheless.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
Yeah, this just feels like a trap to me. This dream visitor seems all too eager to get us to indulge into something that is genuinely horrifying, whilst at the same time saying that it's like the best thing ever.
Agreed. A bit of shiny armor doesn't impress me that much. I don't want to get taken in by a pretty offer and pay the price later on. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints.
Come on, we're heading out.
Fuck yes.
I had another dream. Which, I suppose, means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the Absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector. Or we're walking into a trap.
Yeah, I'm... This entire thing just does not sound right to me.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the Absolute Cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I agree. I agree. This dream visitor. They're way too, for lack of a better term, personal.
Well chosen. Battles are won with swords, not mind games born of brainworms. And there will come a battle, of that I'm most certain. The one truth that fell out of the dream figure's cankered lips.
I wouldn't call that the one truth.
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
Somehow I get the feeling this Absolute is going to be this master.
Perhaps. Absolute may be a mere pseudonym behind which this master hides. Whatever this voice, whomever this master, it dominates dreams and unites minds.
Indeed.
It is done.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
Yes, the best plan is in fact the one that works, but the problem with that is, how do you find that particular plan? I personally prefer the pseudonym, the best plan is the one that you come up with. Or something similar to that, really.
Then we do well to walk around it. Use these powers sparingly, if you must use them at all. That's the spirit.
Alright, I have talked to everybody. Okay, cool. And now for a lot of buying and selling stuff.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
Oh, I get the feeling I'll be getting that coin from you eventually, but honestly, you keep it. I have plenty of other things that I need to be dealing with regardless.
Very good of you. Thank you.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
I'd be honored. We'll see you there.
Fine, but you're carrying it yourself.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you.
That is the hope.
As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course.
Hide armor +2. Padded armor +2. Alright, well, let's barter first and foremost. Start with the things that I know for a fact I'm not going to need. Keep the grease bottle. That. Okay, cool. Oh crap, I need to distribute a whole... I still need to distribute a couple of torches. Good to know. Alright. Now then, how much is that? 595? That's not bad. Can I get that +1? Yes, I can. I'll take that. Change shirt 2.
What's next, I wonder?
That's heavy armor. Scale mail. Is there a +1? Oh yes, padded. +1. Okay, we'll grab this for you. Splint armor +1.
Noise breeds madness.
Studded leather armor.
Defender of the people.
Yes, I think I will. Okay, that. And you've got standard scale mail, so we'll get you scale mail +1. Alright, how much? Oh, dagnabbit. Okay. Balance offer. There we go.
May you keep balance.
Alright. This can go here. Type. This goes to Will. This goes to Lae'zel. This goes to Starion. Heavy armor. Actually, do I want the splint? Yes, I do actually. Clip. You can have this. There we go. Actually, sell. Oh, wait. Type. There we go. There you go. Much better armor for you. Much better armor for you. There we go. Cool. Alright then. Okay then. Send that to me. There we go. You get an extra spell. I will sell this and this. Alright, cool.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course.
I think we can go ahead and just wipe all of this out. Yeah. Yep, okay. We'll sell everything except for the speedy reply. That might be helpful for us later. So it's warboard, glowing shield, metal shield, studded shield, woodwork shield. During combat, when the warrior starts their turn with 50% hit points or less, they gain momentum for a turn. Okay, we'll keep that one. This one can go, that one can go, and this one can go. Anything else? No, okay then. Give me that. Thank you.
May you keep balance.
And now I need to go visit Damon real quick. Wait for everybody else to get over here.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Alright, that's everybody.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through. I wish I had better. But this is all I have.
Don't worry. I'm more interested in getting all of your money than anything else. Now +2, padded +2, scale +1, splint +1, studded leather +1. Hide +2, chain shirt +2.
May Timora's luck twist your way.
Alright, cool.
I miss my forge.
I'm gonna save real quick. Go to... Don't worry, we'll be right back. I just have to come over here.
Something good here.
And grab a whole bunch of stuff out of this chest. Hell.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for better tools. Who do I pray to for a real... I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
Keep your distance, darling.
Dex, rapier plus 1. If I can give that to Will. Shortbow plus 1. Longbow plus 1. Longbow plus 1. I don't think there's anything left for me to grab from him. Nope.
May Temora's luck.
Who uses wooden tools?
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course.
Alright. Alright then. Take all of these, this, this, this. Ooh, dimension door. Never have enough thieves' tools or trap disarmament kits. Dragon's Grasp is a hand axe.
May you keep balance.
Alright. There we go. I don't know why I'm not using this, but okay. Speedy reply. Rapier +1. How's your rapier? Why, yes, I think you will. Equip that to Will. Tell you what, you can have this.
Never a dull moment.
Excellent. Now I've got an armor class of 19, sorry. Alright, anything else? Oh, that's right, I was going to check on that dagger. Six. There we go. Much better. Send that to me. Alright, cool. Back to camp. We'll grab the rest of this stuff.
Still alive. So that's progress.
There we go. Hang on, who doesn't have a torch? You need a torch. And Karlak and Lysel both need torches. You get a torch, and you get a torch. Is that everybody? Yes, that is in fact everybody. Cool. Excellent. Alright then. Alright, now that all of that is done, finally.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course.
Alright then. Take care of all of that. I'll take that. Don't think there's anything left for me to grab, really. Nope, not really. Okay then. Cool.
May you keep Baldur.
Now to put all of my potions together. Except for my health potions. Health potions are staying separate from everything else. Cool, okay. Scrolls. Okay, cool. Finally, the arrows. Alright, cool.
So I'm finding a Susa tree. The Underdark.
I forgot about that.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. Of course.
Oops, I missed a scroll. Oh well.
May you keep back.
Alright, I think I've completed just about everything. It only took us an hour and a half to do it, but we did it. All of our unnecessary stuff is now out of the way. Cool.
But do I have to haul it around?
Now I just have to finish clearing out the blighted village. Oh, and wiping out the rest of the goblins.
Anything of use?
Camp. So I can sell their stuff. Ooh, supply box.
You like trash? Then keep looking. Gotta be something in this heap. Gotta be something. I just
I'll take that.
Reeks of mugwort. Tastes terrible, but makes some useful potions.
Out.
Come on, gotta be something here. Absolute don't want this junk. How do you know? I just do. Getting drunk off their choppers in camp. Ain't fair.
interior of the house.
Sol Invictus!
There we go, now I can see. Good to know. Suspicious poison.
Something over there.
should be everything.
Here we go.
That's curious.
Come on. Alright. Let's do this. Hang on, hold on. Scroll of Summon Quasit. I don't remember that one, but okay.
Speak your name. A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
That's actually pretty funny.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock, hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name. I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
One second.
Pathetic. A poor choice. You will be purged.
Oh, dagnabbit.
That's not going to work.
My master. If you are his ally, step forward and declare it. Only a true ally of Ilintoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
A well-guarded laboratory. What were they hiding down here?
Trap. Be cautious.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
As long as you are not wearing armor or a shield, gain +2 bonus to armor class. I know exactly who's getting these. Turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes, and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmutating metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Dead. Failed. Gone too long. Body decomposed. Reanimation. Failed. Came back as ghoul. Had to kill again. Speak with Dale. Speak with dead. Failed. Answers unhelpful. Clone. Failed. Needs living tissue. Reanimation plus clone. Failed. Had to kill both ghouls. Resurrection. Failed. Why? Magical curse? True resurrection. I have reached the limit of my skills and resources the book offers. Help. Dare I accept? Oh boy. I have a feeling I know which book they're talking about.
Careful, I bite. Easy.
There are traps about.
Watch how you go. There's a trap. Let's get going.
Necromancy of Thay.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
A cursed book? How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Please don't open the creepy book.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
This is something I haven't actually gone in and researched too much. Deals radiant damage, for example. Guiding bolt spell will do. Okay, cool. Alright, cool.
You feel better the second the book is out of your hands.
You can't be serious. Give it to me this instant.
The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop. But they have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike.
Okay, where's the book?
I had another visit from that dream figure. I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
Yeah, but again, this whole thing feels like a trap.
On the one hand, you're right. On the other, don't be so wet behind the ears. Did you actually want something, or are you just here to spoil my fun?
Breathe deep and move. What's in here?
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll let you have that look. Astarian. Alright, cool. Well, all that's done. Alright, cool. Now that that's done. Alright. Is there anything else I want to do before we... You know what? Yeah. those two later. First, however, let's go talk to... Let's go see if Damon has any swords I could have.
Might be useful. I have something to ask.
Who do I pray to for a real fall? I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
First of all, he does not. That's annoying.
May Temora's luck twist your way.
You've got a sword of justice. You've got my force blade. So here's what we're gonna do. keep this on me for a little while longer, and I'll probably end up swapping it out later. But I'll keep those two swords with me for as long as I possibly can.
Well, hello. Let's crack it open.
Still breathing, despite everything. These boots have seen everything. Seems like a good moment to talk.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error, most grave master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, master.
You're gonna have your hands full with her. She has great spirit, to put it mildly.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
So, what happens next?
The journey to Moonrise Towers. And all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side.
Healing can begin.
Do not forget who invited those shadows. You have much to learn still.
I wasn't sure about you at first. Thought you might be trouble. I was very wrong.
No. Really?
We're free of the goblins, but the Grove is changed. Wounded. The days ahead won't be easy. I'm glad we have Halsin to guide us.
Here goes nothing.
I see it on your face.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
Oh, it wasn't, but thank you. I'm glad Halsin's back.
As am I. The Grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Thank you.
Blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you.
You're just lucky I didn't swig that poison.
Ha! Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole.
Well, regardless, you're very welcome.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanas' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you. This place.
Maybe I need more pockets.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
Grants resistance to cold damage. Good. Alright, so I believe that is everything in here.
What's hiding here?
Yep. Checking to make sure.
Speak.
That is not what I meant to do.
think we'll stay in Baldur's Gate long?
Of course. It's a big city, lots of opportunity.
But Eltor...
Don't let that place...
We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
That is the hope.
Now stop squirming.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, no, an owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to...
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
I mean, it can't be that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed.
True.
And
that was fun.
Drank.
Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
True. The goblins would probably have thrown a wilder party.
I'm just looking for a little more excitement. A little more fun.
I'm afraid to ask, but what, pray tell, is your idea of a little fun?
By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other.
Dagnabbit. Thanks, but no.
Never listen to your second thoughts. They always spoil the fun. But fine, if you're determined to ruin your evening, I won't stop you.
Live up here, under the stars.
It's a bed and a roof for me.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet, they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your sweat. I mean to taste it.
Thank you, but no.
I respect your error. There are, after all, other spreads before me. I will not go long without pleasure.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
That sounded rather dangerously close to a compliment.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits. Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Me?
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Well, I suppose my prowess in battle couldn't be sung about. I don't suppose.
Fitting. Seeing you fight makes me feel like I'm capable of anything. That deserves to be remembered.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Amen to that.
We should go down and see the...
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Well, I just want to make sure that you take your own advice, huh? Go mingle a little.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Fair enough.
No. Aha, there you are! Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
And what, pray tell, is this you're talking about?
Why, your naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
I don't suppose you happen to have something in mind. I have a couple of ideas, but neither of them are particularly what you would call, shall we say, new?
Far too much. This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go. Enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
How about 2 tiefling queens, frightful and fierce?
Thank you.
You're welcome? What for?
There's that confidence I like.
I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wished to show you.
Thank you, Gale, but no, I am quite frankly not in the mood for magic this evening.
Too bad. One should never be afraid to live life to the fullest.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance!
No. No, I need to lie down.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast. Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too.
I take it you're enjoying yourself, Karlak?
Fuck yes. I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
Well, don't suppose you had parties like this down in Avernus, huh?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Yikes. Well, enjoy yourself tonight, Karlak.
You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Oh. I have a few guesses, but I'm going to take one at refugees.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
You worried Shar won't approve?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. Share a bottle with me?
Thanks, but another time.
As you like. Try not to tire yourself out too much.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
I mean, come on. Surely you could join and have a pint or two. We all survived. There's a reason to have at least some amount of happiness in our lives.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Of course I noticed. What, do you think I... Are you all right?
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party.
Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous.
Sure, you have a few horns and your skin is a bit redder. And your single fleshy eye happens to glow in the dark, sure, but I fail to see that much changing other than that. From what I can see, it's all skin deep.
I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
Very well. I wish you were there, but I will respect your need for peace.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
That was the idea.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Well, that's the hope, anyway.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Oh, I was hoping there was something else. Oh well. Alright. I think that is everybody.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles. You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
All right. So, what makes this particular journey so dangerous?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Oh boy. And the Absolute's forces have some way of tolerating such a place?
So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars.
I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Neither of those two prospects are particularly interesting to me. Alright, I'll bite. What would you do?
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands.
Damn. Never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Okay, I'm probably missing something when I ask this, but may I ask, what about the Grove? You know, your responsibilities to that?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
I'm sorry, who?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Well, I certainly see the logic. That's quite the shrewd game you're playing. But may I ask, won't this cause resentment?
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise. One of the adventurers had a clue to help find it, a dwarf called Brian. It might still be found on his corpse, wherever the goblins left it.
I actually already have a rough idea as to where we're going to be going for that.
I suppose you want to hear about Khazad-dûm.
I mean, you don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Khazad-dûm is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor.
Yikes. So how were you? Well, actually, no, I don't need to know that. I know for a fact I already know that. May I ask what he did?
He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse.
Yikes. I am very sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows.
I'll watch your back. You need not worry.
What more could I ask? Now, is that all?
So, what's your tactical assessment on Moonrise Towers thus far?
Who knows? Drow? Mind Flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Hey, soldier.
Come on, we're heading out.
Let's go, go, go.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
You seemed rather intrigued when Halsin mentioned the Dark Justiciars before.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful.
That is a good point.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Do you think she'll ever relent and make you a Dark Justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate. Hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. But for this, I hope my time will yet come.
Well, thank you for sharing this particular hope of yours.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Okay. Checking to make sure there wasn't anything else I needed to...
Speak.
Come on.
It is done.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Dagnabbit, where is Will? There he is.
Well met.
Come on.
That's the spirit.
Alright, and that is in fact everything.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Tell me, has your research turned up anything that might help with this parasite problem that I've got?
My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all.
May I ask how many times you have done this before?
I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over.
Alright, do it.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle. The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push. Pain shoots through your body as the needle snags on your optic nerve.
I think I have it!
The needle seesaws back and forth, plucking the nerve like a harp string.
Oh, bother. There's some obstacle in the way. I shall need a more robust implement.
Volo carefully withdraws the needle from your eye. Then, reaching into his bag, he produces an ice pick.
Oh, okay.
Volo slowly brings the ice pick closer to your eye.
Now, don't move.
Cold metal presses against the skin beneath your brow. And then, tap, tap, stab.
Do you feel that? Ha! I think we have the blighter on the run. I agree. It's a feisty critter. Just a little further.
Volo tears the pick from your brain with a violent jerk. Your eye plops down into the mud. He pauses, looks down at your eye, and recoils slightly as it sinks into the mud.
There appears to be an amount of cosmetic damage.
Cosmetic damage. Volo, I can't seem to see through one of my eyes. Would you like to explain that to me?
Yes, quite. But there is some mild trauma. I can't help but feel partly responsible. Perhaps there is something more I can do. Take this. A far superior relic to that old jelly you were chained to. Try it on for size. And, it was very nice to have met you. I'm sure you'll sort out your little brain problem one way or another. Far away from here, if you've a heart. Terribly sorry, my friend. Ta.
Yes?
Welcome to the League of the Lone Eye, my friend. Not to minimize the pain of Volo's poking and prodding, but I promise, you'll be used to the prosthesis in no time. Besides, I find it gives one an air of mystique. No one's more intriguing than a man with one eye.
Yeah, sure. Hoy vey. All right.
Smoke. Something's burning. I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Keep pushing! Duke Ravengard could be inside. On count of 3. 1, 2.
Ravengard? He's here.
Yes! Now make yourself useful! Push, damn it! Push!
Oh, okay, never mind. All right, everybody out of the way.
Inside! Hurry! We don't have much time! Hello? Can you hear me? Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Lie down! Help!
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
We can talk when you get me out of here.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Can't give up now.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Should mind my step.
Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here? Right. I'll try to keep up.
My face protects me.
No one back home will ever believe this.
We slaughtered everyone. Mary. Oh, Mary. No. Mary. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How did you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
This isn't on you. There's no way you could have known about that.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Councillor Floric, are you all right?
Will, by the main God, what's become of you?
A story best left for calmer days. Now breathe deeply. Are you in pain?
Scorched throat. A few hairs singed off. Nothing a bit of time and fresh air can't cure. Gauntlet, a new duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Report to the Manip and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Councillor.
No, it can't be. You mean they've taken my...
Yes, Will. The Drow have your father.
Ravengard. I know that name.
As well you should. He is the great champion of the Council. Commander of the Flaming Fist, the binding force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him. Will, you must hold little love for your father. But please, find him and return him to the city.
Trust us to see it through, Councillor.
Somehow I get the feeling I know where Duke Ravengard is. They'll have taken the man to Moonrise Towers.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
Well, I'll search for Duke Ravengard, but I get the feeling I know where I'm going to find him. Getting there is going to be the problem.
Thank you. When the Grand Duke returns to the city, he'll hail his only son, a hero. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Remember, Will, courage is found in the battle against fear, not in the defeat of it.
So Father said. I won't soon forget.
Fist to work.
When wielder deals damage using this weapon, gain 2 lightning charges. Deal an extra lightning damage. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So it's basically the same thing, just how do I want to do it? I'm thinking giving this to Gale. Give him something that'll definitely give the enemy a lot to think about.
Shit. You can put distance between you and yesterday, but you'll never leave it fully behind. Father's words. Hard to argue with them. Floric spoke true. I'm a Grand Duke's son.
Not just any Grand Duke. The most influential in the city, if my memory serves me right. And for once, I think it does.
Are you worried your father has been abducted?
More than worried in truth. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Agreed, which is why we will be finding him.
I know, and you're right. My story is one of 2 men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory, a man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it.
All right. I've got one last thing that I want to get done before we go ahead and close out for the night. I will clear up the last of the wilderness area off camera.
Something's on my mind.
Dragon Rider, my kin are near.
Damn, that thing could blot out the sun.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
You go a lifetime without seeing one, and then they won't stop pestering you.
What's inside?
Isn't that how it always goes?
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Kithrak, we must speak.
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat. Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even. You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Vos, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say. A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
You suddenly feel a strange anxiety take hold. Not your own, but that of the artifact you carry. Somehow, it's afraid. You attune your mind to it. The artifact does not want to fall into the Gith Raiders' hands any more than it does the Absolute followers.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
Play along. Damn, okay then.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon.
I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The Gestil Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
their traps, please.
There we go. Now it's just my sword that glows in the dark and not my entire armor. Alright, and with that, I think we will go ahead and call it there. We will pick this back up next week, where we will be doing a bit of... where we will be doing the Githyanki Kresh. I don't know if we will be doing anything further than that, but... the Kresh is going to be something that I know for a fact we're going to be able to do next week. But with all that said and done, I hope you all had a wonderful evening, and I will see you all next time. So long!
Domina nada vi donira, gotovia mia via, dobita nada vidonira, gotovia pio, dovavio, ja pilomina do